They can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. T.J. Logan with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
50, here we go. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. 12. These babies cry all the way back home.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
He's not going to get me. 2. 21. Here we go. Kill. Check. 21.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now a carry for Lindsay, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go. Hey, watch it. Flag. Check 99. Back. Check. Check 61. Matchbox light.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
13. 36. Hey, wahoo. Hey, gun.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Logan. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, gun.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
21. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, gun.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo, man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
12, fellas. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Lenzen, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. 21. Hey, alert. You draw Corker. Check. Hey, seam 6. I got you.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. It's complete to Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Watch the twist. Check.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Monday.
Rosen now off the bootleg. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he goes out right around the 39.
Check it back.
And now it's Rosen looking. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 1st down, Lindsey. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're running it. Kill. Check 26, check 26. 11. Rush in.
A give, running right, Lindsey. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I got you. 11. Hey, alert 3. Check.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
21. Check.
They're going with Lindsey. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now they've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. X3. 218, chop it.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On second down, it's Lindsey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Kill, turn up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
It's our time. It's our time. Begin.
They'll run here with Balaj. There he goes again. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down now, it's Lindsey. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
65. 21. Hey, gun.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Uzomah. And that will be incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rosen to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Clinton Dix with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Balaj. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. This is Logan, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Rosen, if you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
General West. 12. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
12, 1, Omaha.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down now, a run with McKinnon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
11. Hey, it's gone.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
What we got? Topper!
Hey, switch gears.
11.
Watch the ship. Hey.
White.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Switch. Check three. Kill.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All day. Slam. Showing it.
They run again with Logan. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
I got this.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzana. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here.
And that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it with Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 25. Check 25. Alert, alert, alert. 56 to Mike. 56.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
I got this.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, gun.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert! Lock! I got this.
He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Two jet bombers. 11. Hey, Charlie.
58's the mic. Here we go. 58's the mic.
Hey, gun.
Back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Keep playing on. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24. Let's get it.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, You think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to